distracting. Really? I do too. I like the black ones. They look real. Hey, right on, Frank. Right on. I love this ending shit.
Okay, we go first to the Formula 2 finale. Finishing third, Dale Franklin. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Formula 2 250. Any problems in Formula 2? Problems. Well, straightaway speed is probably the biggest problem. It wasn't too bad, but it was a little bit slower than the other guys. I crashed the heat race, so I might have been a little off because of that too. How'd you like the track here? Oh, I'm pretty used to it. I ride here maybe half a dozen times a year, so I've got it pretty down pretty good. Who are your sponsors? David Harold of Motorcycle Works in Lincoln, Washington, and then also Red Yamaha. Dunlop, Castrol, Indy. Will you be going to Sears Point next week? Hopefully. Gotta get my bike all back in shape and sit down. Neil Frank, congratulations for third. Thanks a lot. Don Green of Mono, California, finishing in second spot. Any problems for you? Well, none outside of Dale, Santiago, and Chris Stewart, Alan, and a few other guys. Any mechanical problems? No, bike ran real well, and just had a good day. Fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. Clean racing, you know, a little bit of bumping, but it makes it pretty exciting that way. Who are your sponsors, Don? Ride Helmets, Castrol, Champion, Calgary Liberties, and Boston. Mechanic you'd like to mention? I do all my own work. Very good. Don Green, second in the Formula 2, ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause. Winning is running away from it in the Formula 2 from Quebec, Canada, Alan LaBrosse. Let's give a round of applause. Here's your winner, Formula 2. Have you raced here at Portland before? No, this is my first time here. Obviously, you didn't have any problems? No, not at all. Actually, I found the track pretty easy to learn. It wasn't too bumpy, so it was pretty easy. Have you raced much in the States? Yes, I've been racing in the States for a couple of years now. And your sponsors? Motorcycle Insurance, Showy Helmets, Dunlop Tires, Capital.
We need one more bucket. I'm getting us a bucket.
Congratulations, nice time. Your first time here at Ford International Raceway. Alan LaBrosse, ladies and gentlemen, winning the Formula 2. Congratulations. Chris Lockett. All right. Chris Lockett. That guy in that motorcycle with his girlfriend are racing around the racetrack. Okay, before we go to the presentation for the Superbike finale, Superbike Classic, this is Jim Moore, who is the promoter of the race, and Bob Landfair of Beaverton Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, etc., stepped in to pull this race off and put a lot of his own money and his own effort into bringing this race because he wanted to bring first-class Superbike racing with his son Bob Jr. to Portland. Jim Moore has got a special plaque for him. You want to explain what it read on what it says here? It says the Beaverton Honda won a major sponsorship award to Bob Landfair. And I'd like to say we have to give a lot of credit to Beaverton Honda because without their effort, this would not happen. And it looks like the future looks good here at Portland, and we hope to put on more spectacular superbike racing as long as the fans can come out and support this. So I'd like to hear a round of applause for Bob Landfair Sr. Bob Landfair. It looks like you're having a good time today. We want to thank you and your people, and it's always a pleasure to come up here because everybody's so damn nice. You guys ought to move to LA. It'd be a lot nicer down there if you would, because
hall.
Okay. Frank, I want to do an interview. Hello, hello.
Yeah, we're gonna advertise our club
Yeah,
road.
I bet you are. We're not supposed to do advertising. I do though.
Well, it's not really an advertising.
Who cares?
We're non-profit.
That's right.
Right here, purple over here. And then they're gonna fire my ass.
That's right. Then you really will be gone.
Independent, independent.
Right.
My business cards say no home, no phone, no friends, no money. Moxie at large.
There you go. Moxie and Bar.
Excuse me, check, check. Yeah.
Knock it up, Junior! Run, Junior! That's it!
I'm supposed to be working, but who knows?
You are.
I don't work very hard.
Yeah, their equipment to make your video. Moxie at large.
We're into audio.
Right.
Got to be.
Anytime you're ready.
Okay. What's the name of it?
Mount Scott Motorcycle.
No.
Beaverton Honda.
Okay.
We'll get it all together here. Ready?
Okay, here we are at Moxie at Large at the Beaverton 100 Superbike races at PIR. We have some fellows over here from Mount Scott Motorcycle Club, and if I can get them over here, we'll get their attention. And excuse me, tell me something about your club.
Well, what do you want to know about it? This is a major man.
Okay, is this the major man?
He's a good club member.
Are you from Mount Scott Motorcycle Club?
Yes, I am.
Okay, can you? What's your name?
My name is Ron Gustin.
Okay, Ron Gustin. My name's Moxie. Can you tell us something about it?
Well, we're the one of Oregon's oldest off-road motorcycle clubs. We most of our stuff pertains to off-road, events, enduros, motocross, cross countries, desert races, that type of stuff.
Okay. How do you sponsor your events? I mean, how do you go about putting them on?
Well, basically, all our events are done by our club members. Our club members lay them out. They draw up the posters for the events and promote them.
Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Gustin. Where is your next event? What's happening?
Our next event is it's just kind of a fun.
Road race. It's a road bike.
Oh yes.
It's a road run.
Well, yeah, that's our next event.
Excuse me.
Our next event's a road run on what? The 19th, is it? 19th of August, Sunday. It starts out at what is it? The east end of the zoo parking lot?
Yes.
Is it east end or north end? North end. North end of the zoo parking lot is where we're going to be starting it at. It's going to 100 miles?
100
Close
miles.
to it?
Yeah.
And is this what kind of people participate in this event?
Anybody and everybody with a road bike. Just come on out.
So the public is invited. Welcome,
yeah,
more than welcome.
Definitely.
I think one of the bigger public viewing things that we have is right out here, October 7th. We have a Grand Prix, which is more like based on the ABC Superbikers out here. We have all off-road bikes, motocrossers, enduros, and we ride the motocross track, the pavement, the fields out back, everything.
That's all right.
And it's an hour and a half. It's a Grand Prix out here, so you see all different phases of riding. It's just like the Superbikers, motocross.
Okay, this is October 7th?
October 7th, right out here. You've got 125 class, 250, and open bikes.
Okay, so the public calls Mount Scott Motorcycle Club to get a hold and find out schedules of the races.
Right, exactly.
So we'll see you here October 7th at the Mount Scott Motorcycle Club. Turn around, please, Mike.
All right.
Be here or be square. Simple as that. Thank you.
Myrtle's giving a ride.
Give the old lady a ride.
I swear to God, what Myrtle won't do for a lady. Get somebody out that way with a green flag or something.
Hey, this number I'm putting up your mic, you're holding cable. You get to hold me in 3 different phone numbers. This one won't do you any good.
Mounts got motorcycle. This guy's old lady just had. She's gonna change her shirt.
He's taking them all for a ride, ain't he?
He's gonna take his old lady for a ride.
Yeah. You know, when I was here for the, I worked camera hotel. Okay, Frank, you know what can I put some input into this? Okay, come on. I should let you ask the question. You want to do it? Come on.
No, you do it. I can't do it. You do it. You do it.
Check, check. Check, check.
You got it?
Yep.
You got the audio? You want me to go
Yep.
get him?
Yeah, go tell him. Come here. What do I ask him? It's your...
Last year, Kawasaki started it, International, and dropped it. So we picked it up, and we've got a guarantee that we'll be back next year from the AMA people. We want to make this a national. That's going to. This is our first annual, so it'll be an annual race every year.
Uh-huh. And how did all this start? Did this start from Mount Scott, or did you start this, or how did all this come to be here?
Well, I've been involved in motorcycle racing off and on now for 30 years, and was very active myself many years ago. And it's something that Portland needs, and it's good for everybody. And we feel that we would like to also maybe even get a 1 mile national championship at the Portland Meadows the day before. This could be a super race weekend, an annual thing every August.
Okay. What makes people come out here and do this? Is it the money, the glory, or what is the satisfaction for these road race, the guys who race? Why do they do this?
Two reasons, of course. It's not only a lot of fun, but for some of these guys to get some very big contracts from the manufacturers, and there's a lot of money involved from the rider level.
So you think they do it? I think, in your opinion, it's for the money, not the glory.
Both.
Both.
Absolutely both.
Okay. So, Bob, can I get one statement from you? When do we look for you, and what do we look for?
Next year we'll be back in August. Definitely in August. That's for sure.
And it's sponsored through PIR?
Yeah, right. SCPR, but Beaverton Honda is the one putting the bucks up.
Beaverton Honda. You heard it from Bob?
Lanfair.
Lanfair, excuse me. The name's hard to say. You heard it from Bob Lanfair, the owner of Beaverton Honda?
That's right.
That's right. You heard it himself. We'll see you in August. We'll see you at PIR at the Beaverton Honda 100s.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. How about Bob?
How about Roberto?
How about
Roberto Pietri.
Roberto Pietri.
You got it. Perfect.
Okay. Roberto Pietri.
Perfect.
Ready?
Perfect.
Okay, here we are at BIR again, the Beaverton Honda 100, and we have Roberto Pietri right here. One of the drivers that, here he is. Let's talk to you.
Riders.
The riders. What do you do? Why do you do this?
I do it because I love it. This is a thrill.
How long you been racing?
10 years.
And is this your first national event here?
Oh, no, I've been racing the national events for the last 5 years in America.
Where?
Oh, all over Daytona, Loudon, New Hampshire. We go to Indiana. We go everywhere. All over.
How many races do you have under your belt?
Wow, that's a good question. Let's say 10 years, average 10 years, about 100 races.
100 races.
Yeah.
So how did you do today?
I did good. I got second place, and that's really good. The guy who got in front of me was the factory Honda ride, so it's very hard to beat him with a good bike. And then my buddy Ruben McMurray, who was getting me at the last lap, he broke. So I was lucky and beat him, you know, which I do every time anyway, but that's just, you know, the way it goes.
Politics. Yeah. So the number 27 rider took you under your belt today, and you have 100 races under him.
Well, he didn't took me under his belt today. I beat him. I got second. The only one who beat me was 84, and he's not a newcomer. He's a very good fast rider with a very good fast
Roberto, what number is your bike?
In number 11, double ones.
Number 11, that's number 11. Yeah. And when will we see you in Portland again?
In Portland, you'll see me next year for the second annual Beaverton Honda 100. And maybe you'll see me in Portland, Oregon.
I'd love to see you.
Yes, running around. Yeah.
No, okay, thank you. You heard it from PIR at the Beaverton Honda 100 races. This is Roberto, took second place, number 11 bike. Look for him, the second annual race. Sponsored by Beaverton Honda 100. Thanks, honey. Thank you. I'm going to party since I'm doing this.
Me too. I'm ready. I haven't partied all weekend.
I haven't either. I've been working all week.
It's two of us.
I hate it.
I love it.
Okay, here we are at PIR, Beaverton Honda 100. It was a good race. Obviously, it looks like it was a good race. Everybody's closing down. I think we can get hey, can't we get the race? Let's go get the winner. I'll go get the winner. Where's number 8? Right, number 84. In that big truck?
Yeah. See, that got a big truck.
What's his around? There you go. There you go, mother. Bob? Is she? Right on. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Good job. Sharon, Moxie. Good girl. My brother had the first baby boy last night at 6:30 in the whole family, and it's like 10 kids later. The first boy. Yay, Bob. Good job. Good job.
Awesome.
What
does that mean?
Good luck, Bruno.
Thank you. Well, I
Okay.
My name's Moxie. No, I work. No, I have my own show on. I work in town. Work my hobby. Because I'm into whatever. That counts. You know, like punk rock. I drive it normally. Brown stuff is great. Oh, really? Yeah. They don't get out. I did it. True, man. They don't like the thing about it. But they like me. I'm so good at what I do, they can't work. Without me, they wouldn't. Anyway, what I want to do is just show all this video.
That was sad. I was down here, so I started it. You didn't ever take this?
Okay. Here we are at PIR, Portland International Raceway, at the Beaverton Honda 100 again, and we have the winner. We have the winner in the circle. Fast Fred, tell him about you, tell him your name, tell him everything.
I'm Fred Merkel. I'm with Team Honda.
Fred what?
Fred Merkel.
Okay, there we go. Fred Markle.
Merkel.
Yeah, I'm with Team Honda, and it's our second year up here, and we won it 2 years in a row. And it's nice coming to a racetrack that's nicely promoted by Beaverton Honda and Bob Lanphier and Jane Promotions, and Honda did a hell of a job, and so did Beaverton Honda. I'd like to thank them both.
Okay, I'd like to thank you, and I want to ask you a couple questions here. What is your inspiration, Fred?
Inspiration?
Is it money or is it glory?
Well, it's I love the sport. I've been doing it for 15 years, and it's really a high to go out and win, riding against the best in the nation. You know, it's quite a high.
How do you feel when you come across that finish line and you win? Roberto.
It's great. It's great. That's why we keep doing it this year. We've won, let's see, 7 out of 9 now,
and hopefully we have 6 more to go so we can get 6 more wins.
So you race all over the country in the United States.
Right.
Okay. How many wins do you have under your belt?
7 out of 9 races so far this year.
So far, national races. Okay. Where are you racing next?
Next weekend we're going to be at Sears Point, and September is a busy month. We have Minnesota, Washington, and Ohio, and Willow Springs.
Okay, so you heard it from the winner himself, man. You catch him in all those places at all those times. You're going to be back next year for the Beaverton Honda 100, right?
You betcha. Correct? You bet.
You going to win again?
I hope so.
You know so. Thank you, Fred, so much.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thanks.
You heard it from Fred himself, the winner. You know, this is the winner circle here. Thank you, and welcome from PIR. See ya. Excuse me, Virginia. Can I get an interview with all that?
Sure, you bet you can. Who you guys with?
Channel 2.
All right. Hey, all right.
That was all right.
I'm a guardian angel, you know what those are?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
One time I was showing these brothers on TV, and I had a ring on accident. Whatever, I'm
When are we going to be on?
right in tonight, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's got to be good.
Nothing obscene?
Oh, yeah. You show it, we'll shoot it. I have my own TV show called Mock the Alarm.
I like this one.
I like it too. It's like, fuck you. You show it, we'll shoot it. Now, wait a minute.
I'm single, he's married.
That's all right, I don't care. Married or better. Oh. No, I'm just kidding. Audio. We need audio. Where's my headphones? Okay. Okay, right here. Okay, we're running. Excuse me, sir. We have a Hot Licks racing team right here. Can you tell me something about your team?
Well, we started off earlier this year. This winter, we decided we wanted to form a team, and we... oh, man.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Just be mellow. Just don't even think about it.
Okay, we just decided we wanted to combine our efforts.
Talk to me.
We wanted to combine our efforts and produce a winning team, a team effort, so we could all help each other out. And we wanted to just be professional and do the best we can.
Okay, and what are you sponsored out of? Where is Hot Licks Racing out of? I mean, how would somebody that doesn't know anything about racing find out what that means and what it's about?
Hot Licks Racing is sponsored by Beaverton Honda, Allied Motorcycles, and Open Road Bicycles. Open Road Bicycles, Mike?
Kenny, is it Kenny? Yeah, excuse me. We have the winners here, you know. It's obvious that they're so busy into their motorcycle that they can't talk. So why don't we talk about it? Why don't we talk about Hot Licks? Tell me something about it.
Well, it's a combined effort. The guy you got to get right here is Racing Jason.
Okay, Racing Jason, could you come over here?
Because without Racing Jason, this thing is all zero.
Hi, Moxie. Oh, wow,
Moxie.
right on.
Let's get over to...
excuse me, we're at PIR International at the Beaver Honda 100 races. We just tossed a Fast Freddy here.
And we're going to talk to...
And we're going to talk to Hot Licks Racing Team.
We're going to talk to Fast Michaels, who we're going to talk to.
Is that what we're going to talk to?
Right here.
Okay.
This guy.
Michael. Hey, you need to move my deck a little bit here. There you go.
Hi.
Well, hi. Tell me something. Okay, let's put it this way. When you go out to see a race, the glory, the money, the situation, the PIR wrap, what happens? How do people come? Why do they come see you?
They come to see us go fast, see what we can do in our motorcycles, get around the corners, down the straightaways. They look for people dragging knees, carrying on.
Action.
A lot of action, yeah.
Does Hot Licks provide that?
We do the very best we can. So far this season, we've been undefeated in 2 classes. We just won again here today. And
did you hear that? Channel 2? Sorry.
And come back out in September and you'll watch us win one more time.
Okay, where, yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. When and where?
September 23rd at Portland International Raceway, right here. Same pit, we'll be here out front.
Okay, are you the winner's circle?
We are in the winner's circle, right?
You are the winner's circle.
We are the winner's circle, yes.
We're going to be number 1 plate. Next year.
Michael,
Okay, excuse me. So Bob from Beaverton Honda, the owner of Beaverton Honda, said that they had a race October 7th next year, annual race.
That's right. That'll be
Okay, are you going to be there?
Oh, absolutely. Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
But we can get you sooner than that.
That's right. Come out September 23rd, yes. And for the last of the OMRRA series, which will be our...
OMAR?
It's also part of the Can-Am Challenge.
The Portland Can-Am Challenge. That's it, yeah.
Train 1 and 2 and 600 production.
Which means?
Which means that we are the fastest guys in the 600cc street bike class, unmodified. These are just street motorcycles. We take off the lights, the turn signals, and the mirrors, throw on number plates and racing rubber, and we go.
Okay, you know what I think? I think Hot Licks Racing Team is where it's at, you know. We'll see you at 6:30, and thank you all for coming out to PIR and Beaverton Honda 100, and thank you, Bob, for throwing the race. And Number one. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Now wait a minute, where'd the big guy? Hey, give him a T-shirt, man. Come on, he's my main man.
We don't have any more.
Okay, well never mind him.
One more. Hey, did Al ever get out, Jason? I've got a shirt. We have a girls. Would you like a girls T-shirt? Do you have a lady you could give it to?
I want one. Call me up.
We're having some more made up. I gotta hang on to that. Michael's mom doesn't even have one.
Unbelievable.
Fame, maybe. Fortune, that's another story.
Fortune is all, it's not in my bag.
Can I get your guys' names? What's your name?
Friend?
Friend?
Yeah. No, Chris. His name is Chris.
His name is Chris. What's your name?
Allison.
Allison. Do you like motorcycle riding?
Yeah.
Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Come here. Come over here. Right here. What'd you do? Did you sell T-shirts?
Someone was chasing us today. Yeah, we sell T-shirts. I read this T-shirt.
You sold that T-shirt or you wore that T-shirt?
I read this T-shirt.
Is that your bike?
Yeah.
Do you know how to ride it?
Yes, I know how to ride it.
Well, how old are you?
1.
How much?
3.
Are you 3?
Yeah.
How old are you, Allison?
5.5.
What do you want to do when you get big? Look at the camera, honey.
I want to make gingerbread mans.
She wants to make gingerbread mans. You heard it at PIR at the Beaverton Honda 100. We have one more little boy here. What's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan, what do you do? Are you a roadie or a groupie? We have Nathan here with Hot Licks. Chris and Allison, can I thank you? Thank you for the interview. And we'll see you next year, won't we? Will you have your new bike by then?
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody in Portland hi? Say hi, Portland.
Hi,
Look at the camera. Say hi, Portland.
Hi, Portland.
Say thank you for having us.
Good
Good boy. Good boy. Give him a hand, you guys. Yeah, good job. Thank you. Thank you, honey.
Well, where are you?
Whoa!
Somewhere in PIR.
No, he's fine. Hey, we have more fun than any camera crew at Channel 2, I'll have you know, baby. And we produce the best work, too, because it's mellow. It's just... Are you ready?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, here we are at Beaverton Honda 100 at PIR International, and we have a Hot Licks champion right here, Mike. This is Amy, his daughter, right? I thought so. I knew so. Tell me about your #1 plate.
Well, I don't actually have it yet. I'm leading in the point standings right now, and hopefully at the end of the year, which will be after the next race, I will have won the #1 plate for the state of Oregon.
How do you figure on doing that? I mean, how many races do you have, and how are you going to go about that?
Well, we have a 5-race series, and you gain points at each one of the races. And at the end of the year, they amass the number of points, and whoever has the total, the grand total, gets to be the #1 plate rider, and you put a #1 on your front plate. And
okay, that's exactly what I wanted to know. How do these people earn these points? Because the average person out there has no idea what you're talking about.
Well, you have to ride several different classes in order to get enough points to win the #1 plate. like Gene over there. He's won it
Yeah.
several years,
Okay.
making faces at us.
That's all right.
I've run my bike in 3 different classes this year. I run the same stock motorcycle in 600 production, in 600 modified.
What is a 600 production, Mike?
A 600 production class is a class for bikes up to 600 cc's that are basically stock showroom motorcycles. The modifications we're allowed to make are very minimal, simply tires, chains and sprockets, shocks, that sort of thing. The motors are bone stock. The modified classes, however, they allow you to do all kinds of modifications.
Okay, that's the difference between
Right.
600 and...
600 production and 600 modified.
Okay, so it's
Right.
production versus modified.
Right.
Okay, so how you have this many points under your belt to wear that number 1.
Right.
Am I correct?
At this point, I'm leading in the overall points, correct.
And how long do you have to fulfill that till your number 1 comes up?
Well, by the end of the next race, we'll know for sure whether or not I'm going to get it.
So where do we go to see you?
Come right on out here, September 23rd to PIR, to the OMRRA road race.
Look at him. September 23rd.
September 23rd at PIR for the last road race of the season.
The OMAR?
OMRRA.
OMRRA.
Right.
So you want to come out and catch Mike of Hot Licks Productions, or Hot Licks Racing Productions. You want to come out and see him race a 600?
That's right.
That's right. You got it right here. You heard it right here. And you want to come out, and we're at PIR September?
September 23rd.
And for the
Oregon Motorcycle Road Racing Association's final race of the season.
Okay, and you heard it straight from PIR, and it's the Beaverton Honda 100, and that's how you tell. Be here. Thank you, Mike.
All right.
You're welcome. Thanks, Amy. Oh, we do everything on one take. You don't like it? Fuck it. That's too bad, man.
It saves in the editing, you know?
Oh, I agree. I hate editing.
See what happens? I sponsor him and he doesn't even mention
Well,
me.
you want to get up there? You want to do it? We have plenty of tape.
We only have 3 sponsors.
Well, the whole thing is, this tape, you're going to get a copy of, so you ought to get as much on there.
Hey, Gene, she says she don't edit.
Seriously. I do too.
Girl, Gene, give
me.
me a shot. I want
You
loan the guy a shot
deep
to
here,
win.
Kenny.
No,
Come over and
you
thank
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You guys are going to get a copy of this tape, so you should get everything you want to get
mention
onto
the
it, so you can use it for the cheap tape.
Let's do one quick shot on the sponsors.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
Ready? Okay. And I cannot drink a beer on
I did. I made.
He's into the trick shit.
Oh, you bet.
He'll get wheels going like this, and you'll have to superimpose your face going through the wheel. Yeah, we're talking.
All kinds of wild stuff.
Are you ready? Okay, here we are with Hot Licks Racing Team again. We're talking sponsorship, I guess, right?
That's right, that's right. We feel it's really important that we want to mention our sponsors, the fine folks down at Portland Honda that have helped us out so much, Allied Motorcycles in Vancouver, Washington that have given us a lot of help and cooperation. The guys right here at Open Road that provided us with the bicycles this weekend so we didn't have to walk around in the pits. And a special thanks to Hot Licks Racing. They're the guys that kept us going all weekend long.
Okay, and what do you have to say about it?
Well, I would like to thank especially Jason Wynn and Kenny, our mechanics, for their outstanding help in allowing Michael and I to just think about racing and riding the track and not having to worry about the condition our bikes are in. They provide us with invaluable help, and we really appreciate it.
I would like to make a special thanks to Michael's mother over there.
Virginia.
Yep, I know. Virginia, can you come here, hon? She drove 800 miles to get here.
That's right. We
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's give her a hand. Come on.
All right, Mom.
Virginia, can I ask you, what makes you tick? What makes you happy when Michael's out here?
Oh, because it's been his lifelong ambition. Since he was 10 years old, he's loved motorcycles.
That you let him go.
You bet. You bet. I wanted him to do what I knew was his first love, and this is exactly what it is.
So how long, Virginia, as a mother, how long did you wait and wait and wait? I'm getting goosebumps. For him to come up and be national?
Well, I'm not really sure. Was it 2 years ago?
No, it's been 4 years.
4 years, 4 years. I couldn't remember. I was out here 2 years ago, but I didn't see him 4 years.
Where did you drive here from, Virginia?
I drove from eastern Idaho, about 800 miles to see this.
Just to come see your son. How'd he do?
real good. I got used.
Good.
Terrific.
Okay, this is Virginia from Michael's. How do you say Michael's last name?
He's Johnson.
Michael Johnson, Virginia, his mother. I would like to thank Hot Licks Racing Team, most of all, for everything. And the winner's circle over at Fred, we already did that, so we don't need to do it. We'll see you at the news tonight.
Can I say one more?
Yeah, you can. You can say anything you want, man.
I would just like to say that although Michael is currently the fastest member of the team, I am still the young and coming star, and soon I will be on his tail, and he will
Amy,
see
get
my
over
tail light.
Okay, Amy, come here. What do you have to say about all this?
Nothing.
What do you think your dad did today?
Win.
Did he win?
Yeah.
Did he do good?
Yeah.
Does he love you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all that matters, huh? This is Moxie at large at PIR International Raceway. We're here for the Beaverton Honda 100.
Just commenting.
But no, it's all right. Yeah, it's a cool shirt.
Well, why didn't he give you a small? I mean, that was his mistake.
Yeah, because they don't have it. This last shirt.
I mean, it's the end of the race day. We should have been here Friday when we had a whole pile of shirts.
I was working.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry.
I like these big ones. I think they're good. My daughter wears them for night out.
100% cotton, they'll shrink.
You know.
Is it 100% cotton? You bet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just long.
Go again. So how long do you want that mustache?
You hurt my mustache. I'm going to have my
It's off the record.
Yes. Hey, excuse us. 272. Yeah, right on. No, Frank, go over here. Go over to the Hot Legs team. The kid. That kid. Hey, Amy, look at the camera. In your Varnays, baby. Give me them. Come here. Give me those glasses, please. Thanks, honey. Keep the shirt on, though. Whose call is that? Dad! 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 Is that your dog? We're at the finals, the trophy passing out, and we're going to find out what's happening here. Talk.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And here we are.
What's your name?
Chris Locatell.
Chris, what do you have to do with this?
I'm the president of the Oregon Motorcycle Road Racing Association.
Which is what we're reading right here, the Oregon Motorcycle Road Racing. When did this start?
The club has been officiated for about 11 years now.
And how many years have you been national?
This is the second year that we've been national.
And you're doing PIR. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Well, we're hoping to promote motorcycle racing in Oregon on a local basis, and then also try to bring in national as well as more amateur in that direction.
Okay, so what you're trying to do is draw out the motorcycle racers.
That's correct.
Okay, where and what are you doing right now?
At this point, we're about ready to do our trophy presentation for 600 Cafe and also a national class 600 Super Street that was held today, and we have a local rider that took it, so it should be a good one.
Okay, what I heard from Hot Licks racing team over there is the difference between the 600, there's one and there's the other, right?
The difference in that class is there's a 600 production class,
right,
which is a box stock class, and takes showroom motorcycles and puts those on, and then the cafe class, which takes that motorcycle and allows it to be modified.
Modified, that's it. Okay, well, this is Chris, the president of OMRA, and we're going to get on with the interview, and let's pass out the trophies.
Thanks. Okay.
Amy.
I just got a little bit of news. Worldwide news here.
Hey! Cut it, man.
I understand it.
Let him do it.
Eddie Lawson is now the world champion for 250. Davis. Is Joe here? Joe's on his way to Canada, I'm sure.
We need a fourth place. The guy was going to come out and fake the trophy.
We don't have a fourth place.
Yeah, we do. Sure he does. He's right there.
Second place.
What a fourth, man. Oh,
okay. Second place, number 61, Bruce Dean.
All right,
I hope that doesn't screw you up.
Where's he at?
Bruce. Boy, he's on his way to Canada too, I'm sure. It's a long ways home. Now, first place from Hot Licks Racing, and we all know who that is.
I knew I went with the winners.
That crankshaft was going to break. What is his name?
Mike.
Mike Johnson.
Get up here. This is Moxie at Large, and we're at PIR International Raceway, and we're doing the Beaverton Honda 100 here. We have the winner right here. Mike, tell us about it. Tell us.
Hey, it was a great race. We had no problems at all. The bike ran fine. The track was beautiful. Everything went real smooth. Great competition. A lot of fast riding. Only ran off the track one time the whole day. Came in first place.
Okay, will you tell me what is the difference between the modification on the 600 and the other?
Well, sure. The bikes that I'm riding are box stock bikes, although I do run them in the modified class. My bike is basically right off the showroom floor. Just change the tires and the sprockets. The other bikes are highly modified, lots of racing parts, trick bikes.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
We're in the winner circle. We're in the winner circle.
I mentioned my sponsors?
Yep. We're going to have some words from sponsors here. Here we go, and I'd like to thank them. The sponsors take care of these guys, I guess.
You bet. Yes, I want to say a special thanks to Portland Honda for all the efforts that they put in. Yay! Yay! We'd also like to thank Allied Motorcycles in Vancouver, Washington for all the good work that they did. Yeah. We want to thank
the fans.
The fans, of course.
And the reporters.
Yeah, we'd like to thank the reporters too, and Hot Licks Racing.
I would like to close this statement on when do we see you? When's the next time that Portland can expect you out in public?
Come back on out, September 23rd to OMRRA PIR. We'll be here.
Which Chris puts on.
I don't put it on. It's the Oregon Motorcycle Road Racing Association, and thanks for a great weekend.
Okay, God bless all of you, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Chris. I want to get some final comments here, okay, on the association. So you're going to do this. How often are you going to do this? When are you going to be here?
Our next race will be September 23rd, and we will not have definite dates at PIR until probably March of next year. And at that point, our schedule should be posted in all motorcycle shops, and it's normally posted in the Oregonian, in the motorcycle ad sections and the sports section.
Okay, so it's there. It's here.
There.
It's here.
It's here.
It's here.
It's here.
Time.
Come out and go racing.
Right on. I'd like to thank you, Chris. Thank you, and God bless you guys, and keep it up, Ben.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. This is Moxie at Large at PIR International Raceway for the Beaverton Honda 100. Thanks for coming out. Chris, thank you.
Yeah, I hope that worked out all right.
No, it'll work. No, it's fine. See, we edit.
We edit a lot.
Everything we don't like, we edit.
We're good.
But whatever, all we needed was when and where. That's it.
Great.
The 4 why. When, where, why, when.
I'm glad to see you here. Hun, it's great.
You know, my boss calls me up at 4 o'clock and he says, I want.
You pin it.
How do you pin it?
I'd love to.
Oh, well, later.
Tape.
Yeah, you got some?
Let me get out of here.
Cool. VIP shit.
Okay.
Hang that on my wall. Okay. I want this on before we do this. Okay. We want to talk about, this is what we're going to do before I'll tell you ahead of time. I want to talk about the Can-Am. Can-Am races I want to talk about. These races I want to talk about Beaverton Honda. Well, you talk about you and what you're doing with the road racing, okay? That's what we want because they're coming out and they're showing up for it. It's a new thing in Portland.
Well, it sure is.
And it's big time. We need it. We need it back.
Yeah.
Run on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. Okay, Frank Pan over here. This is Moxie at Large, and we're at PIR, Portland International Raceway, at the Beaverton Honda 100. And I'm talking to Bob Lanfear, the president and running owner of the association. What is going on? What are you going to do with this? What is happening?
We're going to make this an annual event. This will grow. 2 weeks ago at Laguna Seca, they had 80,000 people down there. We feel that Portland can bring between 20 and 30,000 people. What we really want to do is tie this into a 2-day event. We want not only the Saturday and Sunday event we had this year, but we also want to tie into a Saturday night race at the Portland Meadows with a 25-mile national championship on a dirt track. And we want overnight camping here with a rock concert on Saturday night, making it the biggest spectacular race on the West Coast for motorcycle racing.
Okay, what I have to input with this, you want to combine the road racing with music and fun and people.
Mm-hmm. That's the truth.
When do you and what do you plan on doing about it? When would this happen?
It has to happen in August. That's the best guarantee we have for good weather in the Pacific Northwest.
Bob, is the crowd coming out to see this?
Crowd's coming out. This is probably the best kept secret. We did not decide to do this until about 2.5 weeks ago, so we did not advertise. We were very, very happy with the crowd we had today. Very happy.
Okay, how many people attended today?
I don't know. I didn't get the numbers.
But from when I came in and when my cameraman left, there were so many people I couldn't get in the gate. You know, it was like, you got to be there. You just got to be there. So and it's the first I've ever heard of it. Why? Why?
Well, superbike racing is relatively new, and it started 3 years ago roughly, and it's new in Portland. We will introduce it, and we have now a year to advertise it. So this is our first race. Next year we hope to make it an annual race each year.
Which is October 7th.
October 7th.
Okay.
No, August.
August 7th?
Right.
August 7th.
Right.
Okay. This is Moxie at Large with Bob Lanfear, which is president and owner of Beaverton Honda, and puts on the Beaverton Honda 100 races here at PIR annually.
Annually.
And I hope to see you here. Be here. Thank you, Bob. Wrap it, Frank. I'm over it. Thanks. See, that's what I want to know. When? Linda, don't you dare. I knew you was going that way. I remembered your name. Don't do this to me. Be nice to me. Because I don't need boys putting with me. I'm over it. Be nice to me, Taylor. What do I have with girlfriends?
I like that.
Okay, pan over, Mahoney. Okay.
Remember your line.
Linda, come back here.
I'm just going to the post here. That's why we're going.
Thank you. Will you hold these? I smoke mayonnaise too. Shit. I knew I liked you. Hundreds.
Little ones taste funny.
These are ultralights, though, huh?
No,
these are. Yeah, these is what I smoke. Hundreds. Yeah, they do. They taste stronger.
If I go to a machine, they have Vantage regulars. I buy something else.
Come on, hey, come back around here so I can get. Come over here. Frank, come on, get over here with me right now, right now, right now. Damn it! You're blowing my whole conception here. That was fucking great!
That's good TV.
Do it again! Oh, I know, you know we're gonna show that. That burnout. Fuck yeah. It'll be a... Here we are at Portland International Raceway with Moxie at Large again, and I think the Beaverton 100 Honda races are over. We have a spill over there on the raceway. We have to get that. It looks like the... Excuse me, John. What is that? Is that the 600s?
Oh my, that's the stalkers, the streeters. That's called blowing it.
But they weren't racing. I mean, that was just...
No, they were playing. And
I'm just curious.
He made a mistake, is what he did.
Okay, well,
He's okay, but he's very embarrassed.
we are at PIR International Raceway, and we're at the Beaverton Honda 100, and we have had interviews with Chris, John, all the drivers, the riders, what do you call them, the riders. They are real supportive. The crowd's supportive. Well, I don't care. I'm audio. I'm not into you. You aren't into me, so I'm not into you.
We're gonna do it now.
Okay, well, let's do it. Get over here, woman. I mean it.
Didn't know I could moonwalk.
Are you ready?
When you're hot, you're hot. Why are you
Okay, this is Moxie at Large, and we are at Portland International Raceway on the end of the scoop, they say, as they say it. I have with me John and Linda, correct? And what are you, avid fans or racers? Or
I'm a turn worker.
Which means?
Which means I pick people up when they crash, and I wave flags at them, and I wave at Gene Brown when he goes by, and yeah, we're safety people is what it is.
So it's security, it's safety, it's like if you get hurt, we're there.
Oh, we're right there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you a question, John? How is this racing affecting Portland? I mean, is it going to be big? Is it going to work? Is it going to go? What's going on PIR? What's the October thing all about? What's OM all about? And what is Beaverton Honda all about?
Well, the Oregon Motorcycle Road Racing Association is a bunch of very good people who organized a very good race this weekend, as a matter of fact. The American Motorcyclist Association representatives were tickled with us today. There were very few communication problems.
Okay.
There were very few any kind of problems. It was
No problem.
rather a good weekend.
Okay. Now, what I want to know, John, is, okay, the amateur out on the street that does never hear about motorcycle races, right, road races, how do they find out about this?
Well, they heard about it on Channel 12.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
Cut. That's all right. No, that's fine. That's all right.
They
Network.
also see posters, they see it in the ads, you know, in the sports pages. We really should have more promotion, but we're working on that. A lot of word of mouth.
Okay. I heard through the grapevine that Chris is doing a Can-Am race. It's like 3 weeks away. What is that all about? What's the 600 modified versus the other?
Oh, the other. That's
Whatever.
an interesting question. We just happen to have an expert on all those things standing right over here. His name's Gene Brown.
Can we bring him
One-
over?
One of
Please
the
come over here?
original members of the Oregon Motorcycle Road Racing Association. I'd be tickled if he'd come in and talk with us.
Gene Brown, could we bring you over here? Is that possible?
Come on in, man.
Gene Brown, can you come over here? Is that possible?
Oh.
Thank you.
All right.
You are the original founder of the Oregon Motorcycle Association?
One of the original 12 that started it, along with some engineers and architects that also were avid fans of road racing. Portland, we started it approximately, let's see, 1972 we started it, and we've had a couple very good events. So benefit race for the Kidney Association of Oregon, where we had Jimmy Carter and Mildred out here, and I think it's a sport that could be very well enjoyed by people. The main thing is back to the safety thing of people wearing the helmet and the leathers and not necessarily roaring out over the streets and making noise.
Making it a sport, making road racing a sport. Is that what we're talking?
I think it's a fantastic sport. It's one of the #1 spectator sport in Europe.
Okay, I saw Bud Clark out here today, the mayor of Portland. How long and how soon? Okay, this is the first thing that we've heard about in Portland as far as avid fans that we can come out and enjoy. When are you coming back and what are you doing?
Okay, our next race is September 23rd. It'll be a very, very good race. It'll have top Canadian contenders here down to race. It's called the Can-Am Series, put together between 3 associations between Oregon and Canada. It should be very well received if people come out. They'll find a very high quality of racing. They should have a very enjoyable day. Our pits are open to the publics. We try to tell people where PIR is, which is off of North Portland, Interstate I-5. A lot of people can't seem to find the track. We'd like to tell them they're welcome to come out. The pits are open, which they are not at any other event.
Okay, this is real important. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to get these people out here? What are you going to do? You don't need to go network. You don't need to do anything but get it over the air. So how do you do this?
Well,
Who's going to hear about it?
I'm going to try in the future to get more people to realize that we are out here.
Available to the public.
And we are having an enjoyable time. They will have an enjoyable time talking to the riders, going through the pits, which they'll find very fascinating, which is half the fun of coming to the races. And also even to look at the motorcycles parked here. You will find that 800 or 900 or 1,000 people will ride their motorcycles down here, some with all sorts of paint jobs and different performance features on their motorcycles, who park behind the bleachers, usually in a area behind the bleachers which is permitted for the motorcycles to park. I find the type of people that come to them are very enjoyable to talk to. I love the sport, something I believe in. It's the #1 spectator sport in Europe. Over cars, over soccer.
Okay, I heard that cars and soccer in Europe, as a matter of fact, I heard as a reporter that motorcycle road racing is so new in the United States that Portland has an advantage on bringing these people out, and they are bringing them out.
The main advantage to Portland is it has one of the most safest tracks in the United States. It also has one of the nicest tracks, I think, as far as letting the public get down to the pits and walk around. I find it quite enjoyable.
Excuse me, Gene Brown. So the pits are real important. When people can come down, they can look at their bikes. I mean, that is all the fun. The GT, the camel races, the pits are where it's at. So you provide this free of charge?
Yes, we do. It's a standard procedure at our races.
And your races, as Gene Brown is the OM, RRA?
I am a board member with the Oregon Motorcycle Road Racing Association. I find that I'd like to see it run a little bit more professionally as far as more advertisement. I'd like to see also more companies in Portland support the racing, whether through sponsorship or advertisement. I think they'd find it might be beneficial to them in the future.
Okay, this is Moxie at Large at Portland International Raceway with the Beaverton Honda 100 races. This is Gene Brown, which is the board member of the OMRRA, and I'd like to thank you, and I'd like to encourage everybody to come out and see the races. The pits are open, as Mr. Brown says. You can come down, you can view them, and thank you, and come on down and see it. Good job. Right on. Thank you. You're welcome. No, I want to air this. I want a whole show, a whole half-an-hour show. Our phase and plays on the road race.
All right.
It was ready. But it's real important. It's like the only chance
The shame about it is when you talk to people like Merkel and they're saying, Mr. Brown, I have 200.